Everything here is built on something older. This is Turkey's Mediterranean coast, a stretch of land shaped by empires, stone paths under modern roads, villages where Lycian cities once stood, tombs tucked between olive groves, and amphitheaters that still catch the afternoon light. The empires came and went, languages changed, the shapes they carved stayed, and if you look long enough, you'll see where the old world still holds up the new. Most trips begin in Antalya, a modern city with a Roman core. In the old town of Kaleköy, stone arches and Ottoman mansions wrap around narrow streets. You'll find luxury hotels and all-inclusive packages, but also Hadrian's Gate, ancient walls, and museums filled with Lycian relics. From here, day trips can take you to Duden Waterfalls, the Great Kursunlu Falls, or the cliff-top ruins of Termessos, one of the most atmospheric ancient cities in Turkey. Its theater sits high in the mountains, half collapsed, but still looking out over the valley below. Reaching it means hiking through pine forest and stone gates, but the quiet at the top feels untouched by time. Termessos was never conquered by Alexander the Great. Its position high in the mountains made it nearly impossible to reach. You can also walk along the Roman harbor at sunset, take a tram through the palm-lined center, or hop on a boat to nearby coves. If you're arriving by air, stay at least 2 nights in Kaleköy. Mornings are quieter, and many sites are walkable. In summer, crowds are constant, and heat hangs heavy. Olympos is one of those places that never quite gave in to time. You walk from your bungalow through trees and ancient archways, then straight into the sea. Çıralı, next door, has banned big resorts. It's one of the rare beaches in Turkey where the silence at night is real. The beach is wide and mostly empty, with nesting sites marked off for sea turtles. There's no music here after dark, just cicadas and the crackle of a distant fire. In the morning, the air smells like orange blossoms. Locals ride bicycles through dirt paths shaded by pines. If you want fewer crowds, come outside July and August. And bring good shoes for the climb to the Chimera after dark. Kaş is a harbor town built into the hillside. Colorful, steep, and small. The kind of place where days start slow and end with sunsets over the water. You can snorkel with turtles or take a ferry to the Greek island of Mace. From here, you can reach Kaleköy, an ancient Lycian town only accessible by boat or foot. Its houses hang on the hillside. There's no road in. That's the point. Just across the bay lies Kekova, home to one of the most unusual sights along this coast. A sunken Lycian city. Centuries ago, earthquakes pulled part of it beneath the water. Now, stone walls, staircases, and outlines of ancient homes lie just below the surface. You can glide over them by kayak or boat, with ruins visible through the clear water. Swimming is no longer allowed to protect the site, but drifting above it still feels like passing over a ghost town, etched in stone and silence. Fethiye is a relaxed harbor town surrounded by forested hills and protected bays. It's a great base, not just for its marina or nightlife, but because everything branches from here. The nature around Fethiye is some of the best on the coast. Pine-covered mountains, hiking trails, secret coves, and viewpoints you'll have to yourself if you go early. Ölüdeniz, just over the ridge, is famous for its lagoon. But skip midday crowds and go straight to the viewpoint above for a better view. Paragliding from Babada is one of the top experiences on the coast. Sunrise and sunset flights are best for wind and light. If you're traveling in high season, try to stay just outside Ölüdeniz or up in the cooler mountain guest houses. Rent a scooter or ATV to reach coves that don't appear on maps. And take at least one full day on the water. Renting a gulet, a traditional Turkish wooden sailing boat, lets you escape the roads entirely. You sail cove to cove, dive straight off the deck, sleep under stars. Some trips are a few hours, others last days. You can join a shared tour or hire a private crew. Either way, it changes how you see this coastline. Patara is space. 12 kilometers of wide beach and high dunes. But behind the sand lies an ancient city, a Roman lighthouse, an amphitheater, and streets slowly emerging from excavation. It was once a major Lycian port. Now it feels like the edge of the world. You walk across dunes to reach the sea and pass old city walls under your feet. The site is protected, and so is the quiet. Fewer crowds than Antalya or Fethiye, especially at sunrise. Come at sunset, and it barely feels real. The Dalyan River snakes between reed beds and ruins. Above it, the tombs of Kaunos are carved high into the cliff, facades like temples, unreachable by road. You reach them by boat, or float past. Either way, they look like something from another world. This is a place that feels quiet even when it's busy. Near the Aegean, far north of the beach towns, sits Ephesus. It's not hidden, it's grand. Columns, theaters, libraries, mosaics, all open to the sky. The Mediterranean coast of Turkey is long, winding, and worth slowing down for. The roads are good, but the best views come from boats and hikes. Spring and early autumn are ideal, before the heat and after the crowds. In high summer, the resorts fill fast and the coast changes pace. Time it right, and you get light, space, and silence. This coast doesn't move fast. It was built slowly, buried, uncovered, and built again. You see it in the ruins, the villages, the light on the water. Some places get loud in summer, but the stillness never disappears. It just waits. And when you find it, it's what you remember most.